Every year, it happens like clockwork. The ball drops, the confetti falls, and something shifts in our brains. Psychologists call it the fresh start effect. It's that surge of dopamine that convinces us this year will be different. This year, I'm getting my financial life together. But then February hits. The motivation fades. The spreadsheet you made on New Year's Day hasn't been opened in 3 weeks. And that budget you swore to follow, it's already a distant memory, broken by a dozen small purchases you barely remember making. If this sounds familiar, I need you to know something important. You didn't fail because you're weak. You didn't fail because you lack willpower. You failed because you were fighting a war against your own biology, armed with nothing but a spreadsheet. Today, we're not making another resolution. We're building a machine, a system that bypasses your brain's flaws and builds wealth for you automatically, so you never have to rely on willpower again. Before we build this system, we have to understand the enemy, and the enemy is inside your skull. In behavioral finance, there's a concept called hyperbolic discounting. It's a fancy way of saying your brain values a $5 latte today significantly more than $100 in savings next year. That immediate hit of caffeine and comfort feels real, tangible. The future $100 feels abstract, like a problem for a different person. Evolution didn't design us to save for retirement. It designed us to survive the winter, to find a berry bush today, to avoid the predator now. When you try to save money using pure willpower, you are asking your brain to choose the pain of deprivation over the pleasure of spending dozens of times a day. Think of your willpower like a phone battery. Every time you resist buying that coffee or that gadget on sale, you drain your battery a little bit. Every ad you see, every choice you make, it drains. Eventually, you hit zero. That's when the what the hell effect kicks in. You've been so good, you've resisted so much, and you just give in. You blow the budget entirely, promising to start again next week or next month. The only way to win this game is to stop playing it. We need to take the decision out of your hands entirely. We need to treat your money not like a daily choice, but like a plumbing system. Let's sketch this up. Imagine your financial life is a series of pipes and tanks. Right now, your income, your salary, your side hustle is a big pipe that flows into one messy bucket called your checking account. The water splashes in, and because you see a big balance, you feel rich. You spend from it, you pay bills from it, and then you panic when the balance gets low before your next paycheck. This is the reflexive spending trap. Instead, we're going to install a hub. This is still your primary checking account, but it has a very specific new job. It is not for spending, it is for routing. From this hub, we create automated transfers that happen the instant you get paid. Before you even wake up to check your balance, the money has already moved where it needs to go. Pipe number one flows to a tank we'll call the iron vault. This is for your fixed costs. 50 to 60% of your income goes here to pay your rent, your utilities, your car note, the essentials. This account is set to auto pay everything. You don't decide to pay rent anymore. The system pays it for you. You are now eviction proof by default. The stress of remembering due dates is gone. Pipe number two directs money to the time machine. This is for your investments and savings. 10 to 20% of your income flows directly here into a high yield savings account or an investment portfolio. This is the most critical pipe in the entire system. By automating this transfer, you are paying your future self first. You make the painful decision to save just once, the day you sign up the automatic transfer. After that, you never feel that pain again. It just happens in the background, building your wealth while you sleep. This isn't a budget that punishes you. This is an engine you build once, a system that routes your money to the right places automatically, securing your present and investing in your future. It short circuits your little brain and puts your financial goals on autopilot, freeing you from the daily battle of willpower so you can finally get on with living your life. I know what you're thinking. This looks great on paper, but my life is messy. But constant deprivation just creates rebellion. That's why a good financial system needs a third pipeline. Think of this one as flowing into the fun tank. This is your guilt-free spending money. It's the 20 to 30% left over after your essentials and your future are taken care of. This money is for you. You can spend it on shoes, video games, fancy dinners, or yes, $7 lattes. And the best part, you can do it with zero guilt. Imagine buying that coffee and the usual thought bubble pops up. Can I afford this? But this time it immediately changes to a green check mark. Yes, you can, because you know the savings vault is full. You know the investment time machine is running. You have earned the right to burn every single penny in this tank. You can sleep peacefully knowing the machine is working for you in the background. This isn't budgeting. Budgeting is looking backward and feeling bad about what you did. This is systems thinking. It's looking forward and designing a flow that makes success inevitable. But again, I know what you're thinking. My life is messy. What if my car breaks down? What if I lose my job? This is called system drift. No system is perfect forever. Chaos always creeps in. When life throws a giant rock and smashes one of your pipes, you need a plan. That's why your system needs a pressure valve. Before you start filling that investment bucket for the long term, you first fill an emergency bucket. The flow automatically goes here first. Once that bucket has 3 months of essential expenses, the valve closes and the water automatically redirects to your investments. It's a built in buffer. And to stop the slow leaks of system drift, you schedule a quarterly CEO meeting, just 20 minutes, every 90 days. You sit down with your partner, or just a glass of wine, and check the pipes. Are there any leaks? Do we need to increase the flow to the future? You aren't the worker in the factory anymore, stressing over every penny. You are the architect. You build the machine, and then you step back and let it run. The true value of a money system isn't just the math, it's the mental bandwidth that frees up. Imagine waking up on January 1st next year. You don't need a resolution. You don't need to get back on track because you never fell off. While you were living your life, your rent was paid, your savings grew, your investments compounded. That little seed you planted in the time machine tank has quietly grown into a forest, providing shade. You were enjoying your coffee, doing your work, loving your family, while your system quietly built your freedom in the background. Don't rely on willpower this year. Rely on design. Build your machine. If this episode flipped a switch for you, even a small one, don't let it be a one-time spark. Make this the moment you stop trying to manage money and start designing it. Hit subscribe and join this channel if you want more step-by-step breakdowns of the psychology, the systems, and the tiny money habits that quietly change everything over time. You've already spent 10 minutes investing in your mindset. Take 5 more seconds to invest in your future self.